Hey guys, I'm Nick Shady here, and I'm back with another video. This time we're going to be talking about Beyblade Burst Gachi, the new season of Beyblade that's coming out in March. Now, if you look on the leak itself, you can see the Beyblade Burst Gachi logo with GT emphasized. Now, Drago Galaxy said that GT could be like the old plastic gen GT, which was another form of engine gear, I believe. Now, we don't really have any concrete evidence that Beyblade Burst will finally have engine gears. Or they had like special drivers like Bearing or Reboot, which are basically just 4D drivers. And I mean, it might be cool to see engine gear in this, and I am pretty excited for this, but there's no real evidence. And it also reminds me, the title also reminds me of Bakugan Bakutech Gachi, which was a 5-minute episodic adventure show. And honestly, I didn't like that because it was 5 minutes. Bakugan needed 20 minutes, and so did Beyblade. I mean, Metal Fight ended with it being 10-minute episodes, and that really did rub me in the wrong way. I really did not like the fact that they made Metal Fight at the very end 10-minute episodes. And yeah, the English dub obviously combined them, which would also mean that if they did a 5-minute show or a 10-minute show, which they'll probably do because they did that last time. Now, if they do that, I bet that the English dub will just take 2 of the episodes and just smash them together. And that would mean that the English dub would have less episodes than the Japanese one and would actually dub faster than the Japanese episodes are being produced, so it would be very awkward. Now, I really do believe that it should be a 20-minute show. Beyblade deserves a 20-minute episodes, and I really do think that if it's not 20 minutes, I don't think many people will be hyped. They'll just wait for it to pile on and then watch it. And I really just want this to be 20 minutes. Please don't make it like Zero G, which was really annoying, honestly. Zero G, it would introduce a Beyblade, 10 minutes, that Beyblade would get a, like wind and stuff. In the next 10 minutes, which was the next episode, they would get whooped, right? And yeah, and in the English dub, it was just like not really impactful, and I really don't want them to do that with Beyblade Burst Gachi. And behind the MC, we see a dragon-type spirit or avatar in Beyblade Burst's case. And this is pretty unique, actually. If the main character ends up using a dragon type, this will be the first time, I think, aside from Plastic Gen, it will be the first time where a main character is using a dragon-type Beyblade, which never really happens in Burst, or any Beyblade series. And honestly, I would actually like that change where main characters finally get to use dragon types again, which was a really, really good idea. And I don't know why they why they just left that out, but oh well. Now, I do think that this is kind of awkward, weird for Burst, because in Burst, the main character's spirits are just knights. And that's, I mean, it's alright, I guess. Metal Fight didn't really have any coherent thing going on as well. Like, they had a horse and then a samurai. And yeah, it didn't really make sense how Zero G was just a samurai and stuff, but like in Burst, they kind of played the thing about knights and stuff. But oh well. I mean, dragon types are pretty darn cool. Now, this is, I mean, the dragon look, it has a yellow on it, and I don't know if it's gonna be a new Fafnir. Hopefully, this is not the new Fafnir, because I want to see Free coming back, and I don't want this Fafnir thing to be on the new main character, because that'll be pushing a lot of, I think, pressure on the main character to be good, because Free was a pretty darn good character, and we want to see Free come back, man. Like, come on, he lost because they wanted to advertise Dead Phoenix, my guy. So yeah, Free probably will come back because he's a fan favorite character, but I don't think this is Fafnir. I think this is a different spirit, and I really do like the look of it. I mean, as far as we can see in these in this blurry image right here, it looks pretty darn cool, and hopefully the CGI that they do in the anime is like this, because I don't think this is hand-drawn, the dragon, and I think it would be pretty cool to see CGI avatars, which I think we're gonna go to next, and if they can pull it off properly, that'll be excellent. Now, let's look at the main character, and I was gonna be scrolling up while I talk about what this character could be. Now, his main color scheme is yellow, and I do think he's going to be a stamina-type wielder, which is going to be pretty interesting to watch. Now, there is a leaked list of Beyblades coming out on March, which is B131, I think, or 132, being a balance-type deluxe starter. And I don't think that's this guy's Beyblade. I think it's gonna be an Achilles upgrade or something else, because this guy looks like a stamina type wielder and not a balance type wielder. Just going on by his hair color, which pretty much proved the last two. Like, I mean, Iga has red hair, Vault has blue hair, now this guy has yellow hair. And I mean, that kinda makes sense. I don't think it would be nice to see him using a balance type. I guess it would be, I mean, Vault now is in a booster, Valtryek or Valkyrie is now just a booster and not a starter, so it's been kind of robbed of that glory of being a starter, but that's alright. Now, I do think it's Achilles who's gonna be the deluxe starter, because I think that they're gonna do a lot more focus on Iga in this part than they did in Vault and Turbo, which is gonna be pretty nice to see. I really don't want Iga to be just pushed to the side like they did to Vault. I want both Iga and Vault to be interacting with the main character far more often than they did in Turbo. Like, whew. Now, the main character himself, he looks pretty much just like Iga. Honestly, the pose that they selected for him is pretty much just like Iga's pose. His eye color is green, just like Iga, and like Vault, he has that little thing underneath his eye, right? And his eyebrows are shaped just like Iga's. Wow, they have no creativity at all when they're making the main character. I mean, they look very, very similar. Now, if you look at his forehead, you can see his hairline is basically like Iga. And you know, like how Iga's hair is very flat and very round until you get to the ponytail part? Well, this thing is basically the same thing, but it doesn't have the ponytail. And, I mean, it's alright. I mean, he looks fine, but he looks too much like Iga, honestly. Now, here are my final conclusions about what I think. Do I like the look of Gachi right now? Now, this kind of relates to Chozetsu. Honestly, I'm not hyped for the anime at all. I am hyped for the Beyblade, and that's mainly because Chozetsu kind of sucked. Like, the first couple of episodes were excellent. They made Rantaro's character good. I mean, sure, it wasn't Rantaro really, it was Ranjiro, his little brother, but they made him look good, which was pretty darn good. But then they just played the part where everyone but Iga is bad at Beyblade, and therefore I just really didn't like it, especially in the middle arc where we had that possession arc, which was really, really rushed, and it was one of the things that they really, really tried to say in the leaks. They tried to hype us for in the leaks, and they didn't really deliver on that, and it was really sad. I didn't like that arc at all. It was a waste of 10 episodes. I think it was 10 episodes, and now we're at episode 46 or 45, I think we're 45. Next episode we're gonna have Shu versus Fire, where Shu's gonna probably get, where Fire thing is probably gonna break, you know, because advertisement, they want to say that Jet Phoenix is so overpowered, even though it's weaker than Revive Phoenix. But yeah, now, I mean, if this anime has a nice plot, I might watch it. But the thing is, Chozetsu kind of ruined Burst, and that's because Beyblade Burst is one of the most realistic Beyblade series in Beyblade history. And I really liked Season 1 because of how realistic it was. It made it so that all moves you can see on TV, you can pull off in real life. But in Turbo, you can't do nothing like what they can do in the show. You can't have your salamander jump like 2 meters in the air, then slam down. You can't have Archer Hercules use the pendulum like movement that Wyvern can do. You can't do that, and it really did rub me the wrong way when they made Beyblades that were just far too strong for one episode, and then just totally weak in the next episode. Like, you can't buy an air knight and expect it to go up in the air. Even Garuda did not do that, okay? Even though Garuda's main point was flying. Garuda was just there so it would have less impact on the stadium, making it less likely to lose stamina, which was the entire point of Garuda. But Air Knight literally, it wants to fly, and it just doesn't make sense. I never liked that part about Chozetsu, and I think they're gonna try. And a lot of people did like it, and I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. It's totally different from regular Beyblade Burst. Now, I do think they're going to try pleasing fans more than people who actually watch the show. So that means that this show is probably going to be even more excessive with their action-packed battles, which sure will look cool to watch, but you can't do anything with it. It's like saying Fang Leon summons a giant tornado, even though Fang Leon in real life can't even survive, because it's absolute garbage. Now, I do think that it has a chance, I guess. I mean, if they just leave the Chozetsu stuff behind and just go on their own. Now, of course, we're going to want to see Aiga and Vault, and we will see Aiga and Vault because this is Beyblade Burst and not a different series, so we have to see both of them. And also, don't know if I talked about this earlier, but like B131 or B132, it says it's going to be a balance type starter, so I think that's going to be Aiga, because this guy looks more like a stamina type fielder, honestly. So we might see Aiga more heavily in this show. That kind of excites me, honestly, seeing the new main character versus the old main character a lot more often than we did in Turbo, which is pretty darn cool. But again, I'm not really excited for the anime. Sure, it has it looks cool so far, but like Turbo, I need to keep my expectations low because that was a hot mess, and this might be just like that. So yeah, it's MDK here, and I'll be seeing you guys later.